welcome everyone. Let's start exercise 2.5 with the question number 4. Up to question 3 we have done in the last session. So let's start from the question 4. Question 4 is expand the following using suitable identity. We have to solve the different problems by using the suitable identities. First problem is x plus 2y plus 4z whole square. We have to solve this by using the suitable identity. So which identity we can apply here? You can see in the statement we are having three terms. So we will apply a plus b plus c whole square. So result for this is a plus b plus c whole square is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ac. So what is a here? That is x, and b is 2y and c is 4z. So at the place of ABC substitute these values A, B and C. Now let's apply the same identity with these variables. A square plus B square plus C square plus 2A B plus 2B C 2CA. A square plus B square plus C square plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CA. So the result is x square plus 4y square, 4z into 4z square. It means we have to multiply 4z up to 2 times. We have done this statement many times. So what is the result for this? This is 4 into 4 16, y 16, z into z 16, z square. Now you can see here we have to multiply. We have two numerals 2, 1 and 2. Three numerals that are 2, 1 and 2. So when we will multiply 2 into 2, that is result is 4 xy. Similarly 2 to the 4, 4 for the 16 yz plus 4 to the 8 zx. So this was the result for the part 1. Let's see the second. By following the same steps, we try to solve the second. The statement for the second part is (2x minus y plus z). 2x minus y plus z whole square by using the same identity. So what is a here? That is 2x. What is b here? That is minus y. You have to take care of it. Identity is for the plus a plus b plus c. So you can say 2a is 2x and b is minus y. So how we can write them? Let's see. A plus b plus c. Now this is the way. If you will write the statement in this way, there will be no chance your question will be incorrect. So you can write like this: a plus b plus c. So what is b here? B is minus y. Now apply the same identity by following the same steps. A square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc 2ca. Yes, 2x square, it means we have to multiply 2x up to 2 times. So result for this is 4x square minus y square. Minus y is having the power even number. So result for this is positive y plus z square. Now here you can see in this term we have three numerals. These are 2, 2 and minus 1. So what is the result? 2x and minus 1y. So what is the result for this? When we will multiply these numerals, result is minus 4 because there is one term which is having the negative sign. So result is minus 4 xy. Similarly for the next term you can see 2 minus 1 and plus 1. So what is the result? Same here. One term is having the negative sign. So result for this product is minus 2. Minus 2 yz. For the last one, 2 plus 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1 plus 2. Obviously this is plus 4 zx. Now this was the result for the part second. Let's try to solve the third one. Statement for the third part is minus 2x plus 3y plus 2z whole square. This is also same as the question number second. At the place of a, we are having the value minus 2x. So how we can write it? Let's write it in the bracket. Now you can solve it easily. What is a here? That is minus 2x. What is b? That is 3y, and c is the 2z. So apply it. A square plus b square plus c square plus 2a b 2b c 2c a. Minus 2x, minus 2 is having power even number, so result for this is positive. So 2x whole square will be converted into 4x square, 3y square, that is 9y square, 2z, 4z square. Now see here, you have to multiply 2, minus 2 and 3. 2, minus 2 and 3. So what is the result for this? This is minus 12 because one term is having the negative value here. So we can write 12xy. Similarly 2, 3 and 2. All three terms are having the positive sign, so there is no issue. Result is positive. Yz, again in the third term you can see 2, 2 and minus 2. So what is the result for this? This is minus 8 because one term is having the negative sign. Now this was the result for the part 3. Same is the question 4. In this statement you can see we are having two terms which are having the negative value. 4 and 5 both are same. So let's try the fourth one and rest fifth. So you can try it yourself. Let's see the fourth one. How we can solve a statement which is having the two negative terms out of the 3. 3a minus 7b minus c whole square. Yes student, you can see here statement is 3a minus 7b minus c. So by applying a plus b, terms are in the variable are in the place of abc. So let's write in the identity in the form of the xyz. X square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy 2yz 2zx. So what is a here? That x is here, that is 3a. What is y? That is minus 7b, and what is z? That is the minus c. Let's see how we can write them. A x plus y plus z. Now let's see. This is the statement. X plus y plus z. Take the negative term in the bracket so that while doing the calculation you doesn't feel any difficulty. X square y square z square 2 x y 2 y z 2 z x. A square plus b square plus c square, x square y square z square 2xy 2yz 2zx. So let's solve 9 3a square. When we will multiply 3a up to 2 times, what is the result? That is 9a square. Minus 7 is having the even number, so it will be converted into the positive 49b square. Similarly plus c square. Now let's see for the next. We are having 3 numerals, and these are 2, 3 and minus 7. So what is the result for this? 2, 3 is 6 and 6 and minus 7, minus 42. Minus 42 AB And for the next term, these are 2, numerals are 2, minus 7 and minus 1. You can see in this product we are having two negative signs. So product will be converted into the positive, that is 14. BC. Similarly for the next, numerals are 2, minus 1 and 3. So result for this is minus 6 AC. Now this was the result for the question part 4 of the question 4, exercise 2.5. Hope so question 5 you can solve it easily. This is same as the question number 4. So let's solve the question 5. Fifth part is, sixth part is, sorry, 1 by 4 A minus 1 by 2 B plus 1. So what is x here? 1 by 4 A minus 1 by 2 B plus, or we can write A by 4 minus B by, because when we will multiply 1 by B, result is B, and 1 by A, result is A. So we can write A upon 4 minus B upon 2 plus 1. So this is x, y and z. X square, y square, z square, 2 xy plus 2 y z 2z x. Now let's solve it. A by 4, when we will multiply A upon 4 up to 2 times, what is the result? You can see here, this is A square by 16 plus minus B by 2, minus is having the even power, so result is positive B square by 4 plus 1. You can see here, for this term we are having 3 numerals. These are 2, 1 by 4 and minus 1 by 2. 2, 1 by 4 and minus 1 by 2. So we can cancel these 2 by this. So what is the result? Minus 1 by 4. Minus 1 by 4 AB. And for the next is, check, 2 minus 1 by 2, 1. 2 minus 1 by 2 and 1. So 2 is cancelled by 2. Result is the minus 1. Minus 1 B. And for the next, 2, 1 and 1 by 4. 2, 1 and 1 by 4. Cancel these 2 by 4. What is left? 1 by 2. 1 by 2A. So this is the result for the part 6. Similarly, by applying the same identity, we can solve any question which is having the 3 term and their whole square. It means if any term, any equation is in the form of the A plus B plus C, we can apply by following the same steps. So let's start with the question number 5. Question 5 is, factorize 4x square plus 9y square plus 16z square plus 12xy minus 24yz minus 16xz. Here you can see in the first 3 terms. First 3 terms are having their whole square of itself. So easily we can identify, we can factorize this equation in the term of A plus B plus C whole square. Let's see how. 4x square we can write it 2x square, 9y, 3y square, 16, 4z square. We can make the perfect square of the first 3 terms. 4x is 2x square, 3y square plus 4z square. Here you can see for the next 3 terms, x and y, their product is positive. X and y, their product is positive. It means negative term is minus z. X and y both are positive. It means both x and y are having the positive sign, or x and y, they both are having the negative sign. if their product is positive, there will be two cases arise. These are, first is the x and y, they both are positive because x and y is product of these two variable are positive. Or second case might be these two variable are in the form of negative. So let's take them, both of them positive and z minus for the z. Now let's do the multiplication. 1 a b c, 2 a b, 2 b c, 2 c a. Let's see when we will solve it. 3 to the 6, 6 to the 12. This is plus xy and yz is minus. So 3 to the 6, 6 or 4, 25. That is minus 24 yz, and 4 or minus 2, minus 8, and 2 minus 16. So these are the suitable factors. So we can write, this is the identity for 2x plus 3y minus 4z whole square. So we can write 2x plus y plus 3z, 2x plus y, 2x plus 3y minus 4z, 2x plus 3y minus 4z. So this is the result for the part first of question 5. Now let's solve the question 5, second part of question 5. Second part. Statement is 2x square plus y square plus 8z square minus 2 under root 2 xy plus 4 under root 2 yz minus 8 xz. We have to solve. Now let's see. 2x square plus y square plus 8z square. This is the same as the part 1. First three terms is the whole square of the itself. 2x square. 2x square. How we can make it the perfect square? X square is the product of the x into x. What is 2? 2 we can write is at under root 2 because under root 2 square, that will be 2. In my first chapter I have already explained you how under root 2 square is the 2. Let's see it again. Root 2 into root 2. It means 2 is having power 1 by 2. Under root 2 into under root 2. 2 power 1 by 2, 2 power 1 by 2. What is the rule? Base are same, so we will add their powers. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 2 upon 2. So this is the result. When the same number is multiplied, root a multiply root a, that will be equal to a. You have to remember it by this rule. Because in mathematics for everything we have a proof. So this was the proof, but directly we will use every time we are not able to give the proof. So we have to remember it. Root a multiply root a, that will be equal to the a. So 2x square we can write it as under root 2x whole square. Y. Now 8z square. How we can make the factors of 8 so that it will be the perfect square of itself. So 8 we can write it 8 z square, 4 into 2 z square, 4 into under root 2, 4 we can write 2 into 2, and this is the under root 2 into under root 2. So we can write is 2 under root 2 z. When we will multiply 2 under root 2, it will become 8. 2 into 2, 4. Under root 2 into under root 2, that is 2. X and y. Product of x and y is negative and y and z is positive. It means y and z, they both variables, they are having the positive value. It means minus is with the x is carry the negative value. So place minus here. A square plus b square plus c square plus 2 a, that is minus root 2x, b plus 2 B, C, 2, C, A. Now this is the factorization arrangement for the 2x, that is the minus root 2x y square 8z square. We can write 2 under root 2 z square, 2 under root 2 z. You can see here x and y, they both are having the negative sign. Z and x is also negative. X and y, these two variables are positive. Product of these two are positive. So shift the minus with the x. So this is the root 2x plus y plus 2 root 2z whole square. So factors are minus root 2x plus y plus 2 root 2z minus root 2x plus y plus 2 root 2z. This was the question 5. Question 6. Write the following cube in the expanded form. Yes, we have to expand 2x plus 1 whole cube. It means we will apply the identity of a plus b whole cube, that is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. So what is a here? That is 2x, b is 1. So let's apply a cube plus b cube plus 3 ab into a plus b. 2x cube, it means we have to multiply 2x up to 3 times. So what is the result for this? 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, 1 2 3, x power 3. X cube, cube root of 1 is cube, 3 multiply 2, 6x, 2x plus 1, a cube plus 1, multiply 6x by 2. What is the result for this? 12 x square and 6x into 1, that is 6x. Now this was the result for the part 1, in which we have applied the identity a plus b whole cube, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Now let's solve the question 3 first, because for question 1 and question 3 they both are having the identity for the plus b. So after the question first, let's solve the third one. In third part, we have to find 3 by 2x plus 1 whole cube. 3 by 2x plus 1 whole cube. So what is a here? That is the 3 upon 2. X plus b is 1. So let's apply a cube plus b cube plus 3 a b a plus b. So 3 upon 2 cube, it means we have to multiply 3 by 2 up to 3 times. So that is 3 3 is a 9 and 3 27 by 8 x cube plus 1, 3 into 3, 9x by 2, 3x by 2 plus 1. Let's multiply 9 by 2 by 3 by 2. So result is 9 into 3 27. 2 into 2 4, x into x square, and by 1 result will be remain same. So this was the result for the part 3. Part 1 and part 3, they are having, in both questions they are having the identity for the a plus b. Now for the second and fourth, we will apply a minus b whole cube. So let's start the part second, which is having the statement 2a minus 3b whole cube. 2a minus 3b whole cube. So this is the identity for the minus a minus b. A minus b whole cube, a cube minus b cube minus 3ab, a minus b. So what is a here? That is 2a, b is 3b, a cube minus b cube minus 3 a b a minus b. 2a cube, it means we will multiply 2a up to 3 times, that is 8a cube, 3 up to 3 times 27b cube, 3 to the 6, 6 3 the 18. AB 2A minus 3B. Now let's solve the bracket. We will multiply the first term of this bracket by the 18AB. 18 into 2 36. A square B. Now for the second term, outside the bracket there is a sign of negative, inside is also negative, so it will be converted into the positive one. 18 is the 54 A B square. Now this was the question. Second, similarly in the fourth part we will apply A minus B whole cube. Let's see how we can solve it. X minus 2 upon 3y. We can also apply, if you are facing confusion, you can also apply this one, especially in the negative, because in the positive there is no confusion, all terms are having the positive sign, but in the sign A minus B identity you can also apply this one. This is the product. So let's solve it. X minus 2 upon 3 y cube, A cube minus B cube minus 3 A square B plus 3 A into B square. X cube minus 4 by 9 8 by 27 y cube minus 3 x square into 2 by 3 y plus 3x into 4 by 9 y square. X cube minus 8 by 27 y cube. This 3 is cancelled by this, minus what we have left, minus 2 x square y. Now 3 is a 9, 4 by 3 x y square. This was the result for the part 4 of question C. Evaluate the following using suitable identity. We have to evaluate 99 power cube, 99 cube. We have to solve this by the using suitable identity, not by a direct multiplication. We have also done in the question for the square root. Now for 99 cube, how we can solve it? We can write 99 as 100 minus 1 cube. So we can apply here A minus B whole cube. This is A cube minus B cube minus 3 A square B 3 A B square. So A is 100, B is 1 here. A cube minus B cube minus 3 A square and 3 plus 3 A B square. 100 cube, it means we have to multiply 100 up to 3 times. Minus 1 minus 3 into 100 into 100 10,000 plus 300. Now minus 1 minus 30,000 plus 300. Now select the positive value and negative one. So subtract. Minus 1 is carried. 9 2 0 7. So result is 9 7 0 2 9. Now this was the result for the part 1. Let's solve the second. In second part we have to solve 102 cube. This was the part first. In second part, 102 cube, we can write it 100 plus 2 whole cube. So we will apply the identity for the plus a plus b, that is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab square, 3a square b. So a is 100 here and b is 2. A cube plus b cube plus 3a into b, 3a square into b. So 100 into power 3, it means we have to multiply 100 up to 3 times. So this is the result. 238 plus 300 into 4 plus 3 into 10,000 into 2 plus 8, 1200 plus 60,000. So let's add them. 60,000, 1208, 80216. So 106. So this is the result. 10,61,208. This was the result for the part 2 of question 7. Let's solve the third. 998. We can write it 1000 minus 2. So let's apply a minus b whole cube. A cube minus b cube minus 3a square b plus 3a b square. So a is 1000 here, b is 2, 1, 2, 3, 1000 cube minus 2 cube minus 3, 1000 square into b, 2 plus 3 a into b square. 1000, it means we have to multiply 1000 up to 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 zeros are here. Minus 8, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1000 by 2 times. So it means we are having 6 zeros plus 3 into 1000 into 4. You are not able to do the multiplication. 1000 multiply 3 times. So we can write for ones place 3 0, for second multiplication 3, for the third 3. It means total we have 9 zeros, and for the square we are having with the 6 zeros. You can do by this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have no need to do the calculation again and again. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros and 12, 1, 2, 3. Now, firstly, let's add the positive value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and the 12,000. So, we can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 minus. Now, let the both minus plus, so we will Take the negative sign and add them. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8. Now subtract. Do the subtraction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5 and 6 is here. Now subtract them. 10 minus 8, 2 and 10 minus 8, 2, 9, 9, 1, 1, 0, 10 minus 6, 4, 9, 9, 9, 9, 4, 0, 1, 1, 9, 9, 2. So this is the result. Now this was the question 7.